We're cruising right through the college football season here in 2016, but we're looking ahead to that 2017 recruiting class for Auburn. And our recruiting analyst joining us in the hub right now, that's Drew Champlin. And Drew, let's look at the landscape of 2017. What does this Auburn class bring to the table in terms of who they've recruited so far and gotten commitments from?
Yeah, right now I believe Auburn is at 14 commitments. I like what they've got across the offensive line with the five-star Calvin Ashley and a couple of big high school products in Austin Troxell out of Madison Academy and Nick Brams. Really athletic in the secondary with Malcolm Askew out of McAdory, Jordan Peters out of Muscle Shoals, Carlito Gonzalez, and they got a couple good linebackers like with Chandler Wooten and also T.D. Moultrie out of Jackson Olin here in Birmingham.
Now, when you look at, I guess, in terms of plugging holes, what does Auburn really need at this point in the game?
You know, right now, we really don't have any defensive line commits. I think that will take care of itself. You know, they're really going after a guy like Ryan Johnson out of St. Paul's, and they don't have any wide receiver commitments as well. But if you look at that, they really overloaded on those two positions in last year's class, so they're probably not going to sign a huge class there. But you know, they are going after some guys at those positions, especially Henry Ruggs at receiver out of Lee Montgomery. So those are probably the two biggest positions of need at this stage.
Yeah, and signing day will be here before we know it. Who's right now the biggest target for Auburn that you see?
Really kind of pinpointing about three in-state guys. I just mentioned Ryan Johnson, the big four-star defensive end out of Mobile. Really looking like an Auburn-Alabama battle with him right now, too close to call. And then a couple of in-state linebackers like Will Ignont, the four-star out of Buckhorn. I think Auburn's got the momentum there. And then KJ Britt, the four-star linebacker out of Oxford. I think it's an Auburn, Georgia, possibly Stanford battle there. So, you know, hard to pick one always, but I think those three guys are guys Auburn really wants to land before this recruiting class is all said and done.
All right, thank you so much, Drew. Great stuff there on the recruiting trail, and for more updates from him, you can visit us on AL.com.